Messy layered hairstyle is one of those effortlessly cool looks that make it seem like you just woke up looking amazing, even though we both know there is a bit of strategy behind it. It looks so perfectly messy because of layers, the right length, and the right styling routine. Today, I'll walk you through exactly how to get that messy layered hairstyle, from growing it out to maintaining it and styling it the right way. We're going to take a 6-month journey together because this look doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience, a few strategic salon visits, and a bit of daily styling effort to make it look natural yet stylish. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's start with what should be the perfect length for messy layered hairstyle. The ideal length really depends on how dramatic you want your layers to look. Typically, a medium-length messy layered cut works best when the hair sits anywhere between your jawline and just above your shoulders. So the ideal length is somewhere between 6 and 8 inches. If it is shorter than 6 inches, you will lose that soft flowy movement. If it is longer than 8 inches, it can lose that airy textured look and start looking heavy or flat, especially if your hair is straight. Medium length gives the layers enough room to fall naturally and create that tousled look without looking heavy or flat. So today, I'm going with the sweet spot, which is around 7 inches. At this length, your hair will fall just past your ears or brush your neck. Alright, now let's get into the real part. How to actually get that messy layered hairstyle over time. Because unlike quick trims or shortcuts, getting the perfect messy layered look takes some patience. You don't just get it right in one salon visit. It takes time to shape it exactly how you want. We'll go with a 6-month journey, 3 visits to your barber, 1 every 2 months to reach that perfect balance between messy and layered. I'm assuming you have 4 inches of long hair, that's usually short to medium length, enough to begin shaping, but not quite where we want it yet. Over the next 2 months, your hair will grow about 1 inch, since the average person's hair grows about half an inch per month. First visit. You'll go to the barber shop for your first visit after 2 months. At this point, your hair is roughly 5 inches long. At this stage, the goal is not to chop too much off, but to start shaping your hair and preparing it for layering. Your barber will probably start by trimming the ends and cleaning up any uneven areas to remove split ends or dead weight. If your hair is still short, they might focus on growing it out to that medium-length sweet spot while lightly texturizing the ends to prevent it from looking flat. The idea is to start creating movement without losing length. You might also notice some soft layering around the face to frame it better, which helps guide the direction for future cuts. At this point, your hair should start feeling lighter and healthier, but still long enough to style it in different ways. This visit is about setting the direction, not rushing the process. You will leave with a haircut that is slightly layered, easy to manage, and ready to grow into its final form. Second visit. Over the next 2 months, your hair will grow another 1 inch, which means it is around 6 inches. Now, your hair will have grown enough to really work with. This is where the real layering begins. Your barber will focus on adding more visible layers throughout your hair, around the crown, the sides, and maybe even underneath, depending on your texture and density. The goal here is to create volume and movement without making it look too choppy or uneven. If your hair is wavy, they might use a razor or point cutting technique to give that effortless tousled edge. If it is straight, they might rely on blunt internal layers that can later be styled for texture. This is also when you will start noticing that your hair falls more naturally into shape. The layers start forming that messy but put together look. You can start experimenting with styling products like mousse, volumizing spray, or a bit of pomade to see how your new texture behaves. At this stage, the messy layered cut will start coming to life, but it is still growing and developing its final shape. Third visit. This is it. The final visit where everything comes together. By now, your hair is roughly 7 inches long, which is right in the range we want for that perfect messy layered hairstyle. Your barber will now refine all the layers, add more texture where needed, and clean up any areas that have grown unevenly. The cut should now have the perfect balance of length, shape, and texture, and the hairstyle looks full, natural, and full of character. This final shaping gives your hair that flowy, relaxed look, where every strand seems to fall perfectly without being overly styled. It is also when you and your barber can decide how messy or structured you want it. Some people prefer a softer, natural wave that looks effortless, while others might go for more defined, edgy layers that stand out. Either way, this third visit seals the deal. Your messy layered hairstyle is complete, and now it is all about how you style and maintain it. Now that you've got the cut, let's talk about styling the messy layered hairstyle, because this is what really brings it to life. The beauty of this style is that it doesn't need to be perfect. In fact, the more imperfect it looks, the better. Start by washing your hair with a lightweight shampoo and conditioner that adds volume and doesn't weigh your hair down. After towel drying, apply a sea salt spray or a texture spray to the mid-lengths and ends. This will enhance your natural waves or create that touselet effect if your hair is straight. If you want extra lift, blow dry your hair while scrunching it lightly with your hands, or use a diffuser if you have wavy hair. Don't overbrush it. Remember, you want that slightly undone look. You can also use a matte clay or lightweight cream to add separation and movement without making your hair stiff or shiny. Another trick I really want to mention here is that you can play with layering during styling too. For example, twist small sections of your hair with your fingers as you blow dry. This helps enhance texture and adds that natural lived-in look. You can also add a little dry shampoo at the roots, even if your hair is not oily. It gives volume and that extra touch of messiness that makes it feel real, not styled. To maintain the messy layered look, make sure not to overdo it with products. Less is more here. The charm of this style comes from how free and relaxed it feels, not from perfect control. From here on, you just need light maintenance trims every 8 to 10 weeks to keep the layers fresh. You can also decide whether you want to keep it at 7 inches or let it grow slightly longer for a more flowy, bohemian version of the same look. Now, before you run to the salon, it is super important to think about whether your face shape and hair texture match this style. Because honestly, the messy layered hairstyle looks best when it complements your natural features, not when it fights against them. If you have an oval face, almost any variation of messy layers will look amazing on you. For round faces, the goal is to add volume at the crown and some face framing layers that slim down the sides. That's where medium layers really look great. They help elongate your face and give you that effortless definition. If your face is square or angular, you will want softer, feathered layers that smooth out the edges and bring balance to your jawline. Heart-shaped faces look great with chin-length messy layers that draw attention from a pointy chin and highlight the cheekbones instead. Watch this video next if you're trying to get your perfect hairstyle but failed every time.